Yo,
Poppin'.
what's going on, y'all? What is the
Yo.
word?
Ugly people in the house.
It is us. It is your favorite podcast. We don't agree.
Here. Feel me?
Man, Proto came in like
That's it.
dark angel just now.
Your favorite
Sunday.
stick out here.
Yo, watch the language. First 2 minutes, my friend.
Mama Bowser. So we going to Super Mario.
All right, man. So this is our second episode. Thank you guys for joining us today. Today we got multiple topics we're going to be talking about, discussing, debating. If you guys have any comments, make sure to let us know. If you guys want to join us, comment and let us know. We'll bring you guys and you got the link. You guys can hop on, give us your opinion and your viewpoints on these things. All right. So let's get it going, man. So I just watched this new trailer here. Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
think
Mario
this Mario
trailer.
movie about to be pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
It's that cast that really got me wondering about it, though.
Honestly, the first 30 seconds of the trailer, I thought it was a game trailer. I was so confused at first.
Yeah, it do look like a whole different video game for real.
That's good. That's what's up.
It is. Mm-hmm. I think they're gonna have some musicals in there.
I'm kind of with you. That's like, what this cast gonna look like? Like,
I peeped Seth Rogen. Sorry, yeah, Seth
Seth
Green.
Green.
If Seth Green was in this, that'd be crazy. No, but Seth Rogen's supposed to be in. That'd be crazy.
Seth Green.
Seth Rogen would definitely be funny. I'm just curious as to who he is, and even if they played him in the trailer, I didn't catch it.
Isn't Jack Black in here too?
Yeah, he's
Jet Black is Bowser.
Bowser. Yeah.
Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Jack
You
Black,
got Key.
Seth Rogen, Keegan-Michael Key, Kevin Michael Richardson,
That's
Fred
a good cast.
Armisen.
Y'all ever watched the old school one that came out in 1996?
Bro, that was the stuff. I used to
Yeah.
love that, man. That was
It was
deep.
it was with
That was
John
deep.
Leguizamo, man.
Yeah, everyone said it was a terrible movie though. It got
Nah.
terrible ratings and stuff like that.
I
but
mean,
I enjoyed
whatever.
it completely.
It was
I
a
thought
nice
it was
movie,
what
man.
we wanted as fans, it wasn't it, but as a movie
Man,
itself,
It was
Nice
real.
fire.
It was
It was
real.
a
It was so
cool movie.
sci-fi, bro. You can tell,
Yeah.
like real talk. You can definitely tell, for sure, whoever
Super.
wrote that movie was on some serious stuff, bro. Like they was
cranking it up.
they was tripped out. Like the Koopas, those huge dudes, the little heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, when they
my
when they made them dance in the elevator.
What was that about? Like, if you really think about it, though, what was that about?
I guess
That really
they
was
trying to
a
make
bent
that
out
the
vision.
noise.
What was that about? Like, that was the weirdest thing, but I cannot forget it, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, what was in the video games? They look nothing like. I did not
Nah,
understand
it's
that.
the turtle.
Nothing.
What was that about? But it was great, though. It was real
Great
good. It was real
movie.
good.
Great movie.
It was real good. Proto, how you feel about it, man?
The biggest concern for most people is Chris Pratt and his portrayal of Mario, because it's not the Italian voice that you've been used to. I can't remember the original voice actor's name, so people have to forgive me on that. But everybody who knows who I'm talking about, the guy who's been doing Mario's voice for years. He's in the movie, which is the crazy part. He's going to probably have a smaller role as a different character. But I think the reason why Nintendo did that is because in the world that we are in currently, the software world that we're in, we can't really have Mario really going around doing a fake portrayal of an Italian accent. You know what I'm saying? And they probably also wanted to bring some star power to it. So that way, for people who wouldn't normally go to see it, you got those people who just like Chris Pratt, they're going to go see it, and therefore, you kind of hit all the angles.
I can see that.
Not only that, it's a younger actor, should be around longer if they want to do a trilogy of movies or whatever the case may be. So you don't have to worry about recasting anytime soon. And he's pretty much got a positive what do you call it?
Like
He's not in
background and
any
stuff.
trouble. Right,
Yeah,
background and all that.
yeah. No drama. Yeah. But look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Real talk. I think the voice was kind of trash. I was gonna say something before that, but the Mario voice when he started talking and stuff, like that was kind of weak to me. But
Is it because you're the video game kid and you was expecting him to be Italian?
it's to me, Mario. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for, bro. Like what is this? Like this
Well, you
dude
got to
suck.
remember,
Like what is
he's
Wow.
no
who is this
longer
guy?
Mario's no longer considered to be a plumber anymore, an Italian plumber.
Who's
Nintendo
Mario?
made that Nintendo made that up about maybe a couple of
So
years
he's
ago,
just a
maybe 2,
lame
3
ass
years
nigga in
ago.
overalls now.
Well, but like the way they're portraying him is kind of from Brooklyn,
Brooklyn.
from
What
the
part of
States,
So what's up with that? What's up
like
with
like
that?
a mix, like a slight
Like,
mix of an Italian guy who's also from Brooklyn, like you know. So
like
if you
he
really
like the
listen to
city?
the voice, if you really listen to it, you'll hear him say, "Mushroom Kingdom, here we go," or "Here we come." I guess is what he said. He's going to probably work up to the "Here we go."
Hmm.
If you listen to it multiple times, it sounds like how you would think Mario should sound in a more realistic tone.
Nah, it
Because
sounds
think
like
about it,
Chris
what
Pratt.
game have you ever heard Mario actually talk full sentences, like real legit
Yeah,
full
no, I'll
sentences?
give you that. No, not too many, but it just sounds like Chris Pratt to me. But I mean,
But I mean, think
I
about
don't
movies in
know.
general. Who do you know outside of Johnny Depp really changes their voices in movies like that? Like who really takes over the character and really changes their voice? I mean, I'll give you
Jim
this.
Carrey?
Okay, Jim Carrey for sure, but
Yeah, Robin Williams.
He did.
Robin
R.I.P.
Williams for
Robin
but you
sure.
Williams.
know,
But that's what I'm saying.
can't overlook
Anymore,
that. You knew when Robin Williams was doing Robin Williams. Like,
Yeah, but he
the
still would
Genie, you
change
knew
his
that was
voice.
Robin Williams when you heard the Genie. You didn't go,
Yeah,
oh,
but he
that
changed his
that
but
voice.
he
can't be
was
that can't be
right.
Robin Williams. Like, you knew that was
I mean,
Robin.
he's
I
notorious for
mean,
being
in
Robin
all
Williams, but
those,
like
all
Rigger
right,
was
Idris
saying,
Elba.
he still. Yeah, but can you really say about that about anybody from the UK? They all changed their voice to have
I
an
mean,
American
but I'm
accent.
just hitting you with people. You ask me people, and I'm giving you
No,
people.
you're right. I mean, you are right about that. But Jet Black, think about it. Did Bowser sound like Jet Black? If you
No,
hadn't known who was the voice cast of Bowser, would you have to guess that was Jet Black?
I did not know that was Jet Black. And until you just said it was Jet Black, I didn't know it was Jet Black.
Yeah, I didn't know he
Now,
changed his voice.
I did not know that was Jack Black. I said Jet Black. Jack Black.
Yeah, I mean, if I was guessing, real talk, but I couldn't say for sure. No, couldn't say for
but I
sure.
mean, it's Illumination doing the movie, right? They've done all the Minion movies, the group, the Despicable Me movies. They already are well off in the animation style, so that's
And they
not
know
going
how
to
to
be an
make a
issue.
sequel.
There you go there, and I can guarantee you because of the first Mario movie that you guys were talking about, right? It bombed so bad. Now, like Rigga said, I enjoyed the movie personally. I thought it was
I
cool.
loved it.
The,
I
the
thought it was
music was
heat.
cool. Everything was cool to me, but I get it, right? And Nintendo didn't like the way it represented Nintendo, right? Because it is the Super Mario Brothers movie, right? So that probably got them off of movies. But my idea is, I think what Nintendo said is when they thought about doing the Mario movie, they saw the Sonic movie. They saw how well their rival Sega did with the original Sonic movie, and then they said, Then they hooked up with Illumination. They've been discussing this thing for years and trying to get it plotted out, right? And then, bam, they saw Sonic 2. It was also a hit in the theater. And they said, you know what? We can do this. I can guarantee you if this movie does well, and it should, you're going to see The Legend of Zelda, which I would love to see that. You
Zelda
would
would be
see a Metroid, probably.
A Mega Man.
Well,
Mega
that's
Man would
Capcom.
be fire.
That's
Nintendo shook
Capcom.
hands.
So
They can grab it. You see it.
nah, but Capcom is their own. I mean, they're
That's
strong
true.
enough. They would make their own.
This is a Nintendo and Illumination collaboration, so they could do a Nintendo Capcom collaboration.
Exactly, but you might see Star Fox, which is my favorite. Like they could go real far with that.
True.
They already have Star Fox animations. If you watch Star Fox Zero, for those who haven't seen it, watch anybody who hasn't seen it. Anybody on YouTube who hasn't seen it. The game was trash, but go watch Star Fox Zero. Well, let me reword it. The game wasn't trash. It was a remake of 64, but they added in some funky controller scheme that just didn't work out. But go watch Star Fox Zero on YouTube. Fire.
Okay, I'm gonna watch Star Fox Zero. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it. Probably gonna start watching it tonight.
I mean, it's only one thing. It's like 15 minutes long. It's that.
All right, for sure.
But I think it was made by the same animators that did Attack on Titan, which is dope.
That is pretty dope, though. All right, we're gonna change subjects here, man. Let's get this up here. PS5 Pro. How much will it cost? Yes, PS5 Pro. How much will it cost? What do y'all think?
Your child, your first pet. All right, and a little bit of your grandmother's taxes. You heard me? Nah, but for real though, I mean, it really depends on what they're gonna put inside of the system, and what type of features they're gonna try to focus on, which is really gonna determine the price. That's how I feel. But I know I'm gonna say it easy $799.
$799?
Hey man, an iPhone 14 is $799, and you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
how much is
gaming
PS5 retail? Like what, $599,
$600? $499 and $399.
Yeah, $3 and $499.
Yeah, the $799.
They're gonna easily add an additional
at least $100. At least $100.
They're gonna add at least $150 to it.
So you saying I have to sell my soul again the same way I sold my soul for my
not necessarily. I mean,
so you're saying people, like the borderline 7 then?
It's easily gonna be 700.
So yeah,
because think about it, right? They gave you what? How much memory? They gave you a little less than 500 gigs at $500. So you know they're going to increase it to a terabyte, or they might do like
they're going to do a terabyte for sure.
So that alone is going to increase the price by an additional $100 to $50, right? Mm-hmm. It shouldn't because they have the materials to make it, but it's going to happen. I mean, hell, in my PS5, I got 4 terabytes in there. That cost me $1,000. You know, on top of the console. But yeah, I mean, Den's
you're a sicko, but you're a sicko though. So let's put that out there.
How many games can you save on that?
A lot.
You see the look on his face? A lot.
But Den's can attest to this, right? Like, I get it, right? I don't want to spend a ton of money on gaming consoles and things like that because, you know, not everybody can easily get the money like that to get these things. And you add in the fact that scalpers are going to be out here scalping them before we can even, you know, get our hands on it. It took Sony a year and a half to contact me to get me my PlayStation. It took even longer for you guys to even get, you know, for those of us who have them to get theirs, right? I'm not trying to wait that long to get a whole nother PlayStation. But if you look at it from the aspect of smaller devices, like I'm on my cell phone right now. This is a $1,400 phone. You know what I'm saying? What's $500 for a PlayStation? Something that I'm on my PlayStation more times throughout the day than I am my phone, I think, or at least I'm interacting with it more than my phone.
Yeah,
or just as much, you know.
You know, I agree with that. But the thing is that most people are not buying cell phones. You know what I'm saying? Like flat out. Like most people are not just.
That is also true. But the thing is you don't have to buy a console flat out too. You can use a credit card. You can go to your bank and get a small loan. There's a number of things you can do if you don't have the money to get it.
Credit pro though.
You don't have to have credit if you with a credit union. You got a checking debit account. There you go.
My man out here hustling PS5s. He out here showing y'all people. Listen, Listen to Proto.
We
He's
are
trying to hustle.
to educate. We are here to educate and give our opinions. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if you're looking at it from a closed-minded perspective,
Mm-hmm.
you're missing all the opportunities of ways you can get it legitly and relatively easy without much penalty to you. Sure, if you go get a loan through the bank and you know what I'm saying, you get a $500 loan. At the end of that loan, you might have paid back, depending on how long it takes you to pay it off. You might have paid $700-800, but it was over a period of time, so it shouldn't be that painful. You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
depends on how you look at it.
But like the cost though, right? So right now, the PS4, no, the PS5, right? So the PS5 currently costs $399 for the digital version, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
costs what $499 for the disc version, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Pro at least is going to be $650 all day,
Every day.
at least
Hold on,
$650.
pause. 650
They're
for
going
the
up
disc
I'm
to
saying
prices.
that's
digital.
100 real
No,
for
the
every
Pro,
$650 for the disc to digital.
the Pro is going to be its own model. The Pro is going to be a disc one for sure. It's not going to have no, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're dropping the Slim, I feel like. But the Pro is going to be $650. I'm
Now
thinking.
will be
What do you
will it
think,
be a
Red?
difference if it's
I
a
don't think
disc
they
version
drop a.
or
I
digital?
don't think I think it's just going to be digital or disc, like Rig is saying, because if you're upgrading the other components of it, why would you skimp out and not put the disc drive in? Unless this is also where that detachable drive comes into play too, that you
Yeah.
talked about in the previous podcast.
Exactly.
So was it
You gonna
the
take that
Episode
off?
one.
detachable? I'm like that's
Episode one.
a little cash grab there, but
I
So
mean, digital is great and all, but you got to think about it, right? Like I bought the disc version because you never know what could happen, right? My internet's terrible. Look at our boy Manny, right? No internet. So if he had a digital version, he'd be stuck. At least with the disc, he's able to still continue to play games. He might not be able to get online with the rest of us and play online like he normally was, but he's still able to utilize a console he pays so much money for and get the benefits out of it. So that's the benefit of the disc. Digital is all cool if you know you never got to worry about, data streaming and things like that if your network is strong. But the moment
Yeah,
that
yeah.
network goes out,
We're never
there
talking about
goes.
that right now. Right now, we're just talking about the price. So we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on that though. Red, what do you think about the price point?
I mean, like we were talking about before, it you have to upgrade the price point. So, like what Dens and Proto touched on, 650, 7, somewhere in that range. It all depends on what exactly upgrades are in the components.
mhm.
Like we're obviously going to get a memory upgrade in terms of storage. Are they going to keep the secondary empty slot for us to also put that secondary memory slot in like we currently have? Are they going to possibly upgrade any RAM or anything like that? Any other possible upgraded externals or design changes to the device itself, or the console, I should say? All these
Okay.
things warrant increases, so you could almost see 250 depending on the
Yeah,
amount of increases.
because they could go all out. They could go
Yeah,
all out. They could just
150 is
say,
definitely a good starting point, though.
yeah, they could just go all out. All right, man. Well, let's move it on. Since we're talking about it, let's go to it. Booyah. See if I can get it up there.
Oh, a PS5
it's
Slim.
worth it.
Yes, new PS5 Slim. Is it worth it? Since we're just talking about the PS5 Pro, right? And so since we're gonna do this, let's do it like this, right? We're gonna start from bottom on up. So we're gonna start from Proto, Ninja, Dan's, Red, then back to me. The next one we're gonna start the other way around. All right. So is the new PS5 Slim worth it? Boom.
No.
Why not?
Look how big the PS5 is now. Look how big the fan is. Look at anybody who has a powerful PC. The box is big and has a lot of fans, right? You're not going to be able to push this type of power with a condensed unit. Sony wasn't worried about the size of the unit because they knew how much power the unit was packing. They wanted to make sure that it was going to be efficient for the heat. So if they make a slim PS5, you're taking some kind of performance out of it in order to get that price factor down. But I don't think they're worried about that at the moment.
All right. Great valid points. Ninja, what you think, bro?
All I heard was fans. Like, bro, what are we talking about fans for, bro? Like, what are we talking about fans for? Like, we're talking about the PS5 Slim. We're talking about Sony. We're talking about like an innovative company that always like does something that's like, we all thought the PlayStation 5 controller was gonna be trash. When they were talking, when we were talking about the
no, that's cap. That's cap.
Controller came out, we were like, "Yo, this shit's about to be ass trash." But now everyone in here
I didn't say
loves
that.
the PS5 controller. They came out with a fucking product that we're gonna love. Slim, same thing. It's gonna be pricey. It's gonna be what it is. You know, some of us are gonna be like, "God damn, why the fuck did I even pay for a PS5 in the first place when the Slim's coming out?" It's gonna be innovative. Crazy.
Okay. So do you think it's worth it? Yes or
21
no?
minutes and 35 seconds.
You think it's worth it? Yes or no,
words.
Ninja? Ninja, you think it's worth it? Yes or no?
Hell
You
yeah.
think it's worth it? Yes. All right.
I think
The
it's
Slim.
worth it.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Dens. Let's go to you, bro. What you think?
I personally think you can look at it on two ways. If you want to look at it on a way to save money, then yeah, that could be cool. You could probably make a slimmer version. Maybe it might not have as much, just so you could put more attention on the PS5 itself and increase sales over time for maybe releases like God of War, maybe. Okay. But then to go back on the size of it, if it's that big, then maybe a Slim could look like the PS4 Pro, but slimmer than that. And boom, there you go. So is it worth it? Yeah.
Red, it's on you, bro.
No, I do not find it worth it. Based on the fact that we're talking about all these other models, why would they be compromising on some of these aspects to make it smaller or slimmer in some way, shape, or form? I think it maintains the status quo, or like we've talked about in our previous topic, improves and maintains its shape or continual design as is.
All right. Well, I think it is worth it because, from my understanding, the new PS5 Slim, this is the one that's going to have the detachable hard drive, right? Is that correct, guys?
Do a quick look up.
The sensor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the new PS5 Slim is more of the detachable hard drive, and right, so like they're going to drop the one. The Slim's going to come first. The Slim's going to come first. Like Sony always does this. They always drop their main model, then they drop the Slim, and then they're going to drop the Pro. So if they drop the Slim with the detachable hard drive, it's 100% worth it. It's worth every penny, in my opinion, because
it says it's supposed to come with a detachable disk drive.
Yeah, my bad. I said hard drive. I said hard drive. Disk drive. Detachable disk drive. Is this the one with the detachable disk drive? It's completely worth it, bro. Because, like, for me, I have the digital version, right, of the PS5, right? So for me, if they release the detachable, disc version, I can just grab that, plug it up to mine, and now I have a disk drive. Like, that's fire. And they said that the disk drive is going to be able to plug into any PS5. So if that's the case, I think it's a sell for me because, like, for sure, I already have a PS5, right? But I'm definitely going to buy a disk drive now. 100% going to buy a disk drive. Just for the reasons Proto said. Because if the internet does go out, right, then I can just plug my disk drive in and I'm good to go. And if I want to watch some Blu-ray movies, let's go. I got the disk drive now.
Well, it's not just Blu-ray. It's 4K.
Yeah, 4K. Were you just arguing that, Proto?
What's that?
Were you just arguing that? So I don't get where these fans come in. Like, a detachable disk drive? Jeez.
Yeah, but that's the point because the disk drive is out there and they're redesigning it clearly. So
gotta redesign it.
The PS5 is packing so much power. Have you ever just put your hand behind there when the unit's running or after it's been running for a little bit?
Yeah, I walk past. You can smell the heat damn near. At least
right.
in Vegas.
You got to have a fan in there powerful enough to cool this bad boy off. Or you're gonna burn it out. It's gonna overheat. That's why it's as big as it is.
You got a microwave, guys. That's all it is.
Yeah, that bad boy puts out that bad boy. It puts out as much heat as my phone is putting out right now running this stream, and it's got to have a way to cool it down. If you don't have a way to cool it down, plus you got to remember what they advertised at the beginning. They wanted it to be quiet. Everybody knows the PS4s are loud as all get out, right? So they wanted it to be quiet. In order to do that, they had to increase the size of the fan and the rotation speed, but on a unit that would make it quiet. Everybody knows if you got a PS4, you don't hear it. Unless you got a disk drive version and it's spinning up that disk, that's the only time you hear it. Other than that, dead quiet.
But Proto, that like I get that, but don't you think they would like compromise for that? Like,
and that's what I said. They're going to compromise. They're going to compromise performance to allow you to get the slimmer version, because that would be the only way they would be able to do it. Even if you look at the PS4 Slim now, the PS4 Slim is a compromise. It's not as powerful as the PS4 or the PS4 Pro, because they compromise the power to make it slimmer, to make it more convenient, but also, like somebody else said earlier, to get more people to buy it, to get more eyes and more hands.
I hear what you're saying, bro, but they're not going to make it. Only thing they're going to do is probably, like, if anything, they're not going to make it less powerful than the guns.
Take those
wouldn't
big
run.
ass, those
you know
big
what I'm saying?
ass
Like nah, like I don't think so. Like if anything, they might reduce the SSD size, right? So you might not have as much storage. Or something
but see,
like
that's the thing. Have y'all ever took y'all's PS5s apart to even see what the SSD is right there? It's no space at all. I've already replaced mine.
But that's fine. They're going to redesign it regardless, right? Like no matter what you're saying, they're dropping a Slim.
And not only that, the space that I use for my SSD, that's just one slot. I still got two other slots for larger capacity.
But the Slim you ain't gonna be able to change the SSD in the Slim probably.
Exactly.
On the Slim, the SSD is gonna be it's gonna be that.
Yep, that's going to be that take.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, should I buy it or not buy it?
Yeah, or you're gonna have one SSD slot. It's gonna be something like that.
They're not gonna eliminate people being able to upgrade their memory. That's what Microsoft did with the little proprietary memory slots. They're not going to do that.
Bro, it's called external hard drives. They're already selling PlayStation 5.
New subject. We're going to move it along. Gotham Knights is a hype train to know. And, everyone's talking about Gotham Knights, bro. Look, I'm starting it off here. Right? Everyone's talking about Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights is going to be trash. I'm sorry, world. Riggerman's here to tell you this now. Gotham Knight's gonna come out as hot trash, bro. Okay, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me, whatever. I'm saying it here, and if it's not trash, fine. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna eat my fucking words. But bro, Gotham Knights is gonna be trash. It's gonna be Anthem. It's gonna be what was that Marvel game, y'all?
It ain't gonna be no.
What was that?
What was
that? No. What was that Marvel?
It's not gonna be no Avengers. It's not gonna be
no bro. It's like gonna be. I'm just telling you, dog. From what I've seen, the combat kind of look clunky. I don't know, bro. It's not hitting it for me. I think it's gonna be some trash. I think that's going to be trash.
Y'all let me know when
grade A trash.
Y'all let me know when it's my turn, because that's
on you, Big Red.
That's crazy.
I never even played any of the Arkham or Gotham series games, so I don't have an opinion on it one way or another.
That's crazier.
I probably won't play it either way. So
that's crazier.
What you said was crazy, but what he just said crazier.
Bro, what I said is just gonna be reality, bro.
Yeah, I'm waiting myself.
I have no faith in all these game developers no more.
Hey, I'm gonna skip
it's on to you, Dennis. Dennis.
I feel like it's just gonna be an upgraded downloaded version of fucking Arkham Knight.
What's the problem with that?
Well, I mean, the Arkham Asylum games and shit like that. So.
But this the multiplayer one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we get to do that with different other people. I mean,
but from what I've seen, the combat not like Arkham Knights. The combat like trash. No.
Arkham trash.
Arkham Combat.
Let
like
me know when
trash.
it's my turn.
Go ahead, man. Here. Take it.
Oh, he passed it.
Take it,
the mic.
Robin.
It's
Take it,
my
Robin.
turn.
Yes,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Robin.
What's gonna be doing? It's my turn now.
It's on you.
Yeah.
My turn. Okay. So
Fumble the
that's
bag.
bullshit. What you just said. I'm like, how can like? First of all, if what Den said, if it's all the same copy paste bullshit that we're saying, then it should be good. I don't see any clunkiness with it. I don't see where, like, I've watched the trailers. I don't see where it's clunky. I see it's the same exact fighting style, just a little bit more looser, and like you're not targeted on somebody because it's a multiplayer game. I don't get where y'all. Maybe it's because you're hate of Batman. Because
Batman.
I just don't think yo
Batman is terrible though, but he dead
He
in
is
here, so it
tough,
don't even
yeah.
matter. I think, but Batman is terrible.
He's not good around his hood. You know that already.
Batman is terrible.
Crazy.
Bro.
He's so good around his hood.
Batman.
He's
No,
not.
he's not. What are you talking
He's
about,
not.
bro? He get
Yo,
chased by
Ray,
everybody, bro.
He beat Patrol 63rd.
Batman be over there trying to beat up Oblock. Batman responsible for King Von's murder.
Yeah.
Look,
Batman killed Pun, yo.
Hey guys, side note, somebody said in the comments the first PS Slim didn't need a fan. Well, the comment to that is it wasn't kicking out enough heat to even need to worry about a fan.
The hardware then and the hardware now.
But this Gotham Knight's gonna need that heat. That's got that heat for that fan.
that hot trash for that fan.
Telling y'all crazy.
Hey, yo. Okay, hold on. I'm just now peeping these live comments.
All right. Fruit to the
gods.
Fruit to the gods was good, bro.
Shout out, Mikey. Get lucky slots. You heard
My
me,
boy.
Bat. Oh, that says slots, not shots. My bad.
Okay. So let's see. Gotham Knights, hot or not? There's a hype train because of the legend that is the Arkham games by Rocksteady. This is not made by Rocksteady. The combat's going to be kind of similar, but based off of special abilities. But where they're going to be winning, where the hype is going to come at, is the story. I'm getting it for the story. That's mainly it. Combat, we'll see. I got to play it myself. I can't go based off these reviewers because half the time we watch reviewers play games that they act like they don't know what they're doing.
I agree.
You gotta put your hands on it yourself. So I'm in the middle with it. I'm not necessarily hyped for it. If I was hyped for it, it would have been pre-ordered. The only reason why I would pre-order is because I'm a Batman fan and I would like to have the skins that they're releasing with it, which are going to be pretty dope, that you can only get with the pre-order. That would be the only reason why I do it. But I was going to play with Nightwing, but I think I'm more interested in playing with Robin for some reason.
Yeah. So I heard that Batgirl is supposed to be like pretty broken already.
Batgirl?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I've heard the
saying that
same.
she might just be straight meta.
That's my girl.
Oh,
but how's that a good thing though? Like, oh yeah,
because
this
she's one of
character
the
is broken.
one of the best of the Bat family.
To that point, people are pissed off at the game, but that's only because they locked it at 30 frames per second.
What? Isn't it
Now,
only dropping on
about that.
PS5 and Xbox Series Dreamcast One?
The Xbox Dreamcast series.
Anyway, yeah, they're locking it in at 30 frames. But here's the thing: the other Batmans were 30 frames, so I mean, not really something to get pissed off about. Yeah, you got a PS5; it's more powerful, should be able to handle it. But
give me 50 frames. Nah, give me 85
if any of the viewers want to join, my bad. If any of the viewers want to join, you guys can hop on. I'll put a link in the chat. You guys can join whenever you guys want to.
Well, yeah, it's an adventure game, and it's like it's not competitive. You just like going around beating people up with your friends. Like, I think you don't need to be at 120 frames, 140 frames, whatever the frames.
Why not? You're not trying to deliver you know what I'm saying? Instead of like a
Nah, I need a pat. I need to see see me when I punch you in the face.
I mean, it come out in what? 4 days, 3 days.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
sir.
gonna see here soon. We're gonna see here soon.
It comes out on the 20th. So.
Oh, that's like in 4 days.
So podcast people in the chat, yo, y'all come back.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might be thinking about Star Wars.
Yo, the chat though, the chat. My boy, hold on, let's see here. Fruits of the God says, "Hey Joe, check out his picture, bro."
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring DLC. What's going to be cracking? What do we know about the Elden Ring DLC? What do you guys know about
I'm about to look that up for you, Fruits. Hold on. Let me bring out the old go gadget ancient laptop. You heard me?
I'll tell you what. On the next live we do, we gotta get ready to talk about who's gonna get Game of the Year.
Oh yeah, we can bring that up. But Proto, you a big Elden Ring head. What do you know about the Elden Ring stuff?
I mean, nothing right now from software. They've been, of all the companies who, leaks and stuff like that, you're not getting that out of software from software.
Yeah, well, I heard about some leaks for sure, G, because what I heard, they did an update, right? So these, these from the guys on the block, you know what I'm talking about? They talking about this update that happened, and then somebody in Russia had hacked the server and found some code, and they had figured out, you know what I'm saying, some stuff about the Elden Ring DLC, and I guess it's like a new dungeon or something like that.
I can't confirm that it's from Russia.
Is it from Ukraine?
Or Ukraine, or any of the sovereign.
All right. So it's coming from Nicaragua.
It does say that a data miner did go through.
I told you. I told you.
You said it was a data miner that went through the code and found that there might be DLC. It's a good sign for it. So
yeah, it says something here about the expansion based on the game's Coliseums.
Mm-hmm.
A few days ago, they introduced several balance changes, buffs to magic. You can separate damage scaling for PvP, both PvE and PvP individually.
I'm past the Elden Ring, so.
Bro, I'm geeked. I ain't gonna lie though. I had to get off Elden Ring for a little bit because I had it on PS4.
This is like some sort of image there.
Chief, okay. So I was on the Elden Ring. But I had it on PS4. Then I got the PS5. I got the digital PS5, but I had the disc of the Elden Ring. So I got to buy it again to play it. It's like a nonsense now.
Or you could just wait for that PS5 and detach and pop it in.
Exactly.
There you go.
Bleep. You feel me? But now it's DLC coming out, so I kind of want to get the game and get it busting because Elden Ring is a very, very good game. It's definitely, in my opinion, Elden Ring is going to be Game of the Year. I think it's going to get Game of the Year vote all day. I
don't know, man. We got some hard hitters coming.
We do. We've been on the top.
Well, no. So you saying that's a definite win over God of War then?
Well, no, because God of War is coming out in a different a different time. I don't know if they're in the same. They're in the same thing.
God of War comes out just in time to be part of the Game of the Year this year.
Oh, then God of War is winning that.
Oh man, no, because God of War is only on.
They're gonna have the story.
It's only on.
It's gonna have the story. It's gonna win the story for sure, but
it's only on PlayStation, bro. That's gonna be the
Elden Ring just offers so much more.
No, Elden Ring's multi-platform.
Yeah, but it's not cross-platform though.
True that. All right, my bad. We need to move on from this subject all day.
Deuces.
All right.
We're gonna
keep hitting it with the
PSVR, huh?
2, the second version, PSVR 2. Now,
what's so 2 to it?
Bro, so it's like a whole new upgrade with all the hardware. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you know this, but no, you don't got a mocap suit, you Buford. But but nah, like with the PSVR 2 though, they've upgraded a bunch of stuff. They had cameras on the outside of the mask. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they upgraded the controls and stuff. So like all the games have to be rebuilt and going to be different. And I'm excited for it. I'm geeked for it. I'm not gonna lie to you because whole time I was going to get the first one, but I'm like, it's kind of at the end of the generation of PlayStation 4, so I was kind of going to wait. And now I'm just waiting on the price for it. What do you guys think the price is going to be for the PSVR 2? Because I don't think they're going to make it more expensive than the PS5.
Oh, it's going to be $499.
It's either going to be $499.
Oh yeah, it's going to be
That's
$499.
what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Either that or $429, dude.
No.
No, it's going to be $499. Because have y'all seen the price on the Quest VR Pro?
It's like $1,000, like $1,100.
What was the price?
$1,500.
What was the price on
$1,500.
the PS5 VR? Like period.
One.
Yeah,
It was like $300, something like that. How much was the first PSVR? Anybody know?
It was $300 or $400.
$300 to $400. It's gonna be $300 to $400.
No, it's gonna be. It has to be $100 more.
It's gonna be more because they got the retina tracking.
Yeah.
They got the haptic feedback in the headset.
They
got the built-in DualSense control style.
So
Like,
the PSVR is $335.
Now,
So that means it's probably come out like $400.
But it says typically it's anywhere from $250 to $450.
No, what was the initial price?
$335.
I don't know if it initially.
no, I don't feel like that's the. Nah, I'm almost positive it's higher.
Ridiculous.
Somebody trying to scam us?
$399.
$399. Heard you.
$400.
So that's $400.
Right.
Yeah.
It basically was the same price as the Quest.
That was the price of the first one.
I got y'all in the freezer, so you know.
So this year, by the way, we're inside his freezer, guys.
Inside my freezer.
This is
his phone got all that S22 Galaxy stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He got a landmine in his pocket. So but real talk though, I'm gonna get the PSVR 2 though. I'm excited for it. I've been trying to get into VR, and this is gonna be my whole way because before you gotta do all type of other stuff with the PC. You gotta build a PC. You gotta freaking get cameras around the room. You know what I'm saying? Put on a wetsuit with. You know what I'm saying? At least I can get my feet wet with the VR. So I'm excited for it. As long as it's not like $600, I'm 100% gonna buy it. I merch that.
Don't steal no ideas out of my freezer.
Man, bro, I want to see your freezer, bro.
That man got 2 ice pops.
That's crazy.
I got more than 2 ice pops. Stop that.
How y'all feeling? How you feeling with the VR, right? What you think?
I'm interested to know if they'll have some of the same capabilities that I've seen in I think it's the Quest. I don't know. Like I've seen videos where they have. I don't know if you guys have seen them where they have like a first-hand experience where you can watch the game, like watch a game virtually from the stands.
Well, it's a good thing you got someone who got a VR on here, ain't it?
So if something like that is. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Ninja, but like for the VRs, they have it so like major pro sporting events.
Yes, you sit front. You can sit up court.
Yeah.
No, you sit up front.
Yeah, I think it depends. Does it depend on the arena?
I think it's the arena. I've seen what you've seen, Ray.
Proto, or is it like that for every?
Yeah, it depends on who has a license. But Zuckerberg, he usually has them up front court. Yeah. Like if you go to what is it called? Quest Horizons, I can literally just go through a portal, and if it's like whoever playing, I can literally be on the court. They have a camera and all that dedicated, but you also see all the other people that's there too, virtually in the virtual space watching the game. I was just in the room last night. I'm gonna post it in the Discord for y'all because it's gonna be hilarious. The Joe Biden chick. It was like a chick, but she had a Joe Biden face. It was crazy. But we was literally in the room, listening, watching music videos. We was watching the baby, like Roof. and all that. The music video going on, everybody in there just chilling like it's a party. It's
Yeah, see,
wild.
like,
So yeah,
the ability to do that would be like beyond what else it can do. That to me has the most appeal. Like, is there
I don't know
certain
why we're
venues
not
that may
all
not?
in the VR right now.
Right, that's a very good point.
You could be
At some
hosting
point in
this
the
same
future,
thing in VR. That'd be so dope.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be a little
Maybe
crazy.
we can talk about that for future PS5 capabilities or PlayStation 6.
As long as they put basic stuff on there like VR chat, man, we can all meet up in the VR space.
I mean,
Yeah.
but isn't it? But wouldn't that just be like the meta world? Like that, like meta isn't that whole like thing?
Facebook Horizons, which is the more of the meta thing, and VR chat, similar but different. Facebook Meta, like right now, Zach Markenberg, he's talking about, hey, I just put the legs on everybody, man. We got legs, so he's super stoked about putting some goddamn legs on people. Meanwhile,
So what was they doing
I've
before
seen.
Slytherin?
All right, but no, it was just like floating around. But like peep game though, like the VR thing, like my camera just died. No.
He froze.
No.
There you go, talk about my phone in the freezer. See,
It's
He just got to switch. He's gonna be back in a second.
Damn.
I'm trying not to get that screen burn, but so the difference is, he's still working on getting things built up. Like it's pretty unique, but it's just your waist up.
Okay.
You don't have any legs. You kind of float around, and you can do all the like realistic hand gestures with just because it's got sensors in the controller. It knows when you're just grabbing it, squeezing it, touching it, whatever.
Get touched
But
over
but in the in VR chat, you can literally type in like, I don't know, what's a character you would want to be? Like, what would you want your avatar to be?
James Bond.
Sephiroth.
So you would type in Final Fantasy 7 or just Final Fantasy, and then a bunch of so you click the left button, a digital pad pops up, right? You click on worlds, you type in Final Fantasy, boom, it's gonna pop up a bunch of worlds that people have built around Final Fantasy. You find the one that has avatars, right? It'll say avatars for both either PC or Quest or both, right? Boom, you go there. When you get there, you're gonna see a bunch of pictures of a bunch of different avatars. So if you see Sephiroth or whoever you want to be, Cloud, Sephiroth, Squall, whoever, right? You just go up, right click it on them, and boom, it turns your avatar into them. Certain avatars have extra things they can do. Like I just found Moon Knight last night.
you
And I can throw down like
Avatar?
Yeah, so I can throw down smoke bombs, I can pull out his moon blades, I can pull out his moon staff, like all kinds of crap.
Yeah, PSVR though, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be kind of dope. I'm excited for
the
it.
new ways.
I'm excited for VR in general though, so I'm gonna get it. I'm for sure gonna get it. Really, regardless of the price though, not gonna lie. Regardless of the price, I'm here for it.
The question is, how bad is the scalping gonna be? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. But they should get priority to PS5 owners with the way they got everything else set up right now. Priority should definitely be to us. You know what I'm saying?
That would be an easy
least
thing
it
for them to
should
do. All they gotta do is check to see how long we've been playing online, and if we got PS5s, and boom.
Yep.
Everybody who got a PS5 should get first dibs through Sony Direct.
All day.
But they should give you an option if you want to get it picked up
Pass.
from Best Buy or whatever, because I'd rather have insurance on it from there. You know how I do.
They want you to get their insurance.
All right.
I don't think they offer no insurance.
Let's move. Let's move the chat for a little bit, man. Let's switch it up to some sports topics, man. Let's go some sports topics. All right. Let's see. Where should we start? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you spell his name?
I was about to say, yeah, there you go.
I think that's right. I tried to Google it.
You said I tried.
I tried to Google it.
Deontay.
I tried to Google, bro.
Deontay Wilder.
I tried to Google, bro, name. The Deontay Wilder first round KO, man. Real talk.
Peep game. So I know this is a little off topic, but for our broadcast, like when we about to like countdown, it's got to be Lil Yachty Polar.
Bruh, no, we're gonna get they're gonna strike the video down, bro.
Nah, all right. Well, we got to get like the Indian version or something.
Okay, we have to figure something out like that. But outside of that, man, okay.
You got it right. You got it right, Red.
Yeah, man.
It just
Outside of
looked
that,
wrong.
man. Right. The
I
Deontay
mean, he's still in
Wilder.
the beginning.
Wait, what's wrong?
No, I was saying you're still in the beginning. Your transitions between topics is gonna be fire once we get this thing really rolling.
Exactly. But look, bro, the Deontay Wilder
Bro, don't
KOG.
say they ain't taking sip of your juice, bro.
Man, bro, the Deontay Wilder KO, bro. Real talk. It was a nice KO and all that, right? But this is my problem with boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is my whole problem with boxing. You know, it's the fact that you can fight a bum, right? And it's just like the news. It's like, oh my god, it's like, bro, who is this guy? Who was like, you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
they're not selling the other person. They're just selling that one person that would bring everybody in.
yeah, it's like everyone knew what was about to happen in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And like, I understand it's his comeback fight. He got to warm up, get his legs back underneath him and stuff. But bro, like if this was MMA, right? If this was UFC, this was Bellator, if this was one championship, you're gonna have to fight a much tougher opponent, right? A much tougher opponent than that coming back. Much tougher opponent. But that's just my opinion. It was a nice KO. I'm happy to see Deontay Wilder back. I want to see him do more, but I think that was just kind of, just fighting the bum.
I mean, I thought that dude was pretty. I thought that dude was on the come up.
Are you serious?
That wasn't a serious comment, was it?
Are we serious here? He said, "This want to come up a what?" I mean, he came
That
off
man
that
looked
fight.
like that man looked like the great value Tyson Fury.
Right, he came off that fight. That was his way to beat up Tyson. You know, to strike back at the white man, like straight up,
Beat
bro.
up the great value Tyson Fury.
Like, dude was so trash. I've never seen none of his fights, none of his highlights.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm the biggest boxer fan, but you know, but that's my piece on it.
I don't have no opinions. You know, I don't watch sports.
Of course, you know, my boy. Your name Master Blaster on here.
Blaster Master.
Blaster Master. How you feel about the KO, Red? I mean, not Red. Yeah, Red. Fuck it. Yeah. What's up? What's popping?
It was trash. Most boxing these days is trash. It's hard to even watch it. I don't keep up with it much, but from what I have seen, it's painful to watch.
Yeah, there are
Fury
some
fight
good
was
fights,
the Fury fights. The last like 2.5 years have been fire. Outside of that, I can't say that I've seen.
Bro, look at this man.
Good boxing fight.
No, there's been some good fights. And I'm not going to just downplay all the fights. There has been some heat, but
Those
I'm just
fights
saying personally, from what I've seen,
good.
I have not found.
Yeah, I've seen some heat.
I thought the fights that we did watch on that card were good.
Yeah,
We're like, for the matter of fact, the big boy fight was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
The I think it was the middleweight class. That was a really good fight. That knockout was crazy.
Are we considering bare knuckle in the boxing category?
No.
Boxing's boxing, bro.
Just checking.
Boxing's boxing.
Just checking.
I love you.
Didn't say about the
There was
knockout.
there was a bare knuckle card last night.
No, I'm sorry, y'all. My lovely lady. My boy got the mask of power on right now. What he doing?
Didn't hype about the knockout, bro.
He got knocked out.
Got knocked out.
That's what I'm gonna say, man.
It is what it is. You got
You
knocked
feel
out.
me? Like my man's pulling pink. Like,
Big Red, take this away, man. Go ahead.
That
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
a hell of a game. I don't know if any of y'all got to catch any of the last 5 minutes of it, the first 20 minutes of it, or anything in between. But see, to start it off, Tennessee scored on touchdowns in their first 5 drives, if I remember correctly. They went up by, I think it was 17 before half, and then Bama came back. I can't remember if Bama tied it after half or before. I think it was 28-20 going into half, and then Bama tied it right after half. And then it was back and forth, like the last, say the last 4 minutes of the game. I think there was 3 or 4 touchdowns scored.
Damn.
But
who's the quarterbacks for
It was just
both these teams? For Tennessee,
so you got Bryce Young came back from injury. This was his first game back after missing the last game and a half or 2 games, whatever it was.
Bryce Young, nasty though, bro.
Yeah, he
That
did
boy
his
nice.
he did his thing. A couple of his
That boy
receivers
nice.
made some big plays too.
Mm-hmm.
But the running game went off. They got that transfer from Georgia Tech. I think his name is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. I want to say he ran for more than $150 yesterday. He had multiple touchdowns. And then for Tennessee, you've got Hendon Hooker, who is, if I remember correctly, the transfer from Virginia Tech. Coming into the game, Hendon Hooker had not thrown an interception on the year. And he proceeded to, I think he threw one. I remember seeing one during the game off of it was an overthrow on an in route that he had. Besides that, I think he just had the 5 touchdowns. So at 5 to his total on the year, I believe he's generally regarded now, besides C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, as being the 2 front runners for the Heisman going on the rest of the year. Their only real big test the rest of the year is going to be the Georgia game, and I believe that game is going to be on the road. So considering they're both in the same part of the SEC, that's pretty much that game's going to decide who goes the SEC title game, barring any trip ups from Georgia. I don't know who Georgia has on their schedule before Tennessee, but that's the game that'll decide that division of the SEC.
Yo, don't lie. Who'd you have in the game before you saw and everything? Were you going for Tennessee or Alabama?
Based on the offense that I had seen, I thought Tennessee home field advantage. You know, from playing in college, Riga, home field, especially in a stadium that fits 100,000 people.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
Plays
the
a
stadium's a player. The stadium's on his own
you
player. It's his own thing.
You didn't really know what to expect out of Bryce Young. He balled out, but you didn't know what to expect coming off of that shoulder injury, missing week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it was, and I just didn't. I didn't see it going well because over the last season and a half, 2 seasons, Alabama has played very poorly in road games. Usually they start off slow, which is exactly what happened. They went down, 20 to 7, and then it was 28 to 10 or 28-14, and Bama got it to 28-20 by half. But they started off slow and just couldn't stop them in the beginning. The one kid, was it Jalen Wyatt, had 5 touchdowns and 200 yards receiving. Keep in mind, Tennessee did not have their starting wide receiver, who was an All-American, who had he had tightrope surgery a few weeks back for a high ankle sprain. They were hoping he was going to be able to play yesterday, but he did not get to play. So Jalen Wyatt had to go pretty much pick up the slack, and he surely did so. I don't know if any of y'all got to see the photo on Instagram with him and Peyton Manning in the locker room after the game, smoking a cigar.
No.
I'll have to post. I'll have to post that. I'll have to post that in the
Hold up
Discord.
to the screen, man. We can see what's
Hey,
up.
Brad, schedule check. They play Florida. Georgia plays
Next.
Florida before they play Tennessee.
Here
So
we go.
that should be a pretty easy game for Georgia. Most definitely. Are they playing in Florida though? That's the question.
So Ninja, how do you feel about it, bro? Tennessee,
I
Alabama.
mean,
What do you think was going to happen before we've seen the outcome? Clearly, we know what happened. Hey, that's phenomenal.
dope.
Phenomenal.
But
the sheriff.
Sure. Well, let me say I didn't expect Alabama to lose. Let me say that. Unlike Ray, Alabama pulls out like even in regular tests, like in a lot of home games, they pull out like Alabama magic. It's just they'll pull out some magic out there.
Yeah.
And
For reference, Alabama did have a 51-yarder to take the lead with like 45 seconds remaining.
yeah, Alabama
and
magic.
it turned around. And went the other way, and Tennessee ended up making two hell of a plays in the span of like 25 seconds and kicked a 40-yarder. That was the weirdest kick I've ever seen. Y'all probably saw it. I know you saw the replay, Ninja. That thing was a knuckleball.
Yeah.
That was like one of them free kicks we put up in FIFA. Like that thing went like this all the way through, and I'm like, as soon as he kicked it, I was like, "There's no way this is gonna make it over."
Yeah, I watched the highlight. It was like you're like, "Yo, he muffed it." It's either gonna do
I'm like,
or
this.
Go out. Yeah,
Like, this thing looks like a duck. It's like when the ball comes out of your hand, weird when you throw it. Like it's like a wounded duck,
bro. So I just think, I mean, man, if Tennessee stays on a hot streak, Tennessee could easily, take the SEC. If they're playing like that against Bama, and they beat Georgia.
Well, that's the thing. The Georgia's defense is a little bit different than Bama's. Bama's generally regarded as having the best defensive player in the country, and Will Anderson.
Yeah,
but Georgia's defense is more of a force as a whole compared to Alabama, based on the sum of the parts. Even though Bama, both teams lost quite a bit in the draft. The cupboards were a little bit more stocked for Georgia than they were Alabama, with proven talent at that point.
So should be a good one. Should be a real good one.
Yeah, I think that's 2 or 3 weeks away. Might be first or second week in November.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one thing right here. Your favorite bodega corner, holla boy. I'm about to be out of here, boy.
My boy.
Ooh, it was nice tuning in with
Danny
y'all. I'll be
Dens.
with y'all on the next episode. Remember, everybody, to not agree, stay silent.
Thank you, Dens. Ooh, aggressive.
Mbappe,
what y'all think, man, about Mbappe?
It's a lot of star power on PSG right now. A lot.
It's some heat.
It's a lot of star power. For one, you have the Messiah on your team.
The Messiah.
You have the Messiah on your team, the best soccer player to ever step the pitch.
We're gonna need you to speak his. We're gonna need you to speak his name.
Lionel Messi.
So he's the best to ever do it, huh?
He is the best to ever. Come on, who does it better than him? You can't name him.
You can't name him.
I don't. That man Pele.
Get just because he won. He won a national.
I mean, what matters? What matters more, winning or not winning?
That is the one thing that eats at Lionel Messi, I believe, every night, is that he has not won a World Cup. And Ronaldo has.
Hasn't he won like a Copa or something though?
Yes.
For Argentina.
Yeah, but like World Cup is Ronaldo has a World Cup. But no, but you have so many star players, and then him dating a trans could be problematic because a lot of these players aren't from America. They're not politically correct.
He's not from America neither, is he?
Yeah, but
no,
even like
he's
on these premier teams, there's usually a conglomerate of literally like the entire continent.
Yeah, and so like these people aren't going to be in agreement of who you're dating, who you're with, who you're married to, and I think that's probably weighing down on him a lot because you're in a place that probably you're getting picked on and bullied, and and they may say, oh, it's money, or it's I don't like the club because of ownership. Nah. It's we know what it is.
Man, they were saying he was being a diva. That's what I saw.
That could be too.
That's what it was before he ended up re-signing with them. I think it was all technically just a facade to end up getting them the most that he could.
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't understand why at this point they
try to center yourself, Red. I changed the screen. Try to center yourself a little bit.
I think they whatchamacallit, I believe they offered him some sort of ownership stake, if I'm not mistaken, as part of his new contract. Like he got some substantial amount of money and some other perks involved in his new deal that were quite absorbent from what I remember reading at the time. It was far and away more than what most people thought he was going to get from them.
Yeah.
So why does he want to stay?
So to change your mind within 6 months of that some shit's got to go down. What?
I think it's highly coincidental that that it comes out that you're married and dating a trans woman, and then
this comes out. You want to
leave? Like now, y'all.
But where he go?
It's almost like it came out, and his teammates heard about it, and he got dogged about it for a week, and he's like pouting. He's like, "Nope, I can't deal with this. I'm out. I can't deal with the bullying."
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's wild.
You probably.
He's like, I'm gonna sleep with who I'm gonna sleep with. I don't care how much money y'all gotta pay me. I'm gonna go somewhere else where someone ain't gonna talk shit to me about who I'm banging in my own free time on my own free will.
Yep. I just think he should, and I think he knows that when that story came out, I think he's been hiding it.
I mean, he's clearly been doing that. He's clearly been dealing with trans and stuff like that, and whatever, do whatever you want to do in your bedroom. I don't care, but he's clearly been dealing with that. You just don't get married to a trans, and like that's not like that's been your thing. So I'm saying,
is he really married? Is he married to her?
I don't know.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
I don't know, but whatever. If you make a big public, whatever. If
a
that's
public
your thing,
statement,
if that's your thing, if that's your thing, you've been doing that. That's not nothing new. That's not like some like mystery stuff. Like he's been on that. He's been on that time, like all day. He's been on that
all
time.
day, every day. So it's just now like it's now just like you're dealing with what you deal with. This I feel like you gotta come to like you make a stand, say, hey, yo, like y'all can't do me like this. Like I am one of the best players, and he is one of the best players, that's walking the pitch
in the world.
Yeah, in the world. Like
in the world
is a household name. He scores goals, man.
In the world.
So I feel like you gotta do what you gotta do.
I feel you on that. Yo. Is Dan Schneider the most faces on it? I ain't gonna lie to you,
facts.
Bro. I like Dan Schneider, bro.
I'm with
because
Dan.
I'm with Dan, bro. Because in my opinion, like straight up and down. we all know all these owners out here playing dirty. We all know they out here doing wild stuff. So damn, like yo, if y'all gonna try to kick me up out of here because y'all call me being an anime perv, you know what I'm saying? Just because y'all caught me doing upskirt videos and stuff like that, y'all ain't finna kick me out of here. I'm a billionaire. I own this team. I got a file on all of y'all. He pulled out a Denzel Washington, bro. I'll put a case on all of you, mother. Like he put Denzel Washington on. He said I got a file on everybody. He like if y'all try to take me out of here, I'm gonna take out the whole NFL. I'm gonna get the commissioner. He like Jerry Jones. What, bro? He said I had a team of investigators just for Jerry Jones.
That's
Y'all
crazy.
not getting rid of that man. That man a play. That's some art of war type stuff. That's some art of war type stuff right there. That man a beast. And I don't care what he said or what he did, bro. Y'all gotta play this. Y'all gotta beat this man at his game. You feel me? And if y'all can't beat the man at his game, that's his team. Y'all got to move around somewhere. Period.
He killing him right now.
Period.
He killing him.
Almost making me a Washington Commanders fan. Almost.
That's crazy. That's
Almost.
just crazy. It's just like, man, like for you to have cases and files and you know some stuff, bro. You've seen some stuff, know some stuff, been a part of some stuff.
Been a part of some stuff.
I think he got stuff on Robert Goodell.
Oh, you know he got something on Goodell. Goodell probably doing some super weird shit with like dogs.
He got it.
Like
he got
Goodell,
it in the file.
He
Goodell
said
probably doing
with
some
dogs.
Goodell probably doing some wild stuff.
Got file on that.
As someone who's been a Commanders fan their whole life, formerly Redskins, as we were. The longer I touched on it with Rig in a previous conversation, but the longer they do not vote on him, trying to vote him out, the more they're giving credence to the fact that he has dirt on everyone.
I got cases on all you bitches.
If you ain't gonna vote him out, you're pretty much like, all right, he's got shit on all of us, everybody, the whole nine. Because clearly you can't.
Another can of worms. So
and that
Dan's not only like locked in his position, he's locked in his position forever.
Yeah, I mean, because if you take him down,
unless they get
he's going to get rid of that whole conservative right wing thing of punch in the gut. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because all the owners and NFL owners are so a bunch of good old boys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like, if he exposes what everyone's doing, like it's going to be like, oh my God, because these the same people who made a whole fuss about kneeling for the flag, and it wasn't even about the flag. It was so it's like. If he exposes,
probably a file on that, Rigger.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, if he exposes all like the freak nasty stuff these dudes been doing, bro, what's the owner of the Patriots name again? Robert Kraft.
Yeah,
Robert
they
Kraft.
caught Robert Kraft at a massage parlor, bro. That's probably the most tamest thing that these dudes are doing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
That's
bro.
the most vanilla shit you can get.
That's the most, bro. Right? He like, bro. Normally, I have 5, East Indian women. You know what I'm saying? Butt naked as I hang. On my private jet as I hang. You know what I'm saying? From a trampoline. Upside down. You know what I'm saying? As they milk me. You know what I'm saying? Like some wild stuff, bro.
I'm on massage chair and they milk me.
Yeah, like who knows? But so who, bro? If you have billions of dollars, like, bro,
you gonna do what you want to do.
Well, think about the last 3 situations we've had with owners doing some fuckery and getting forced out. He clearly not only was the most prepared with his fuckery, but he clearly has the most money of the 3 because he had the money to pay all these people to go find your fuckery to protect his fuckery.
The thing
I mean, a PI is not that expensive.
It's not that expensive. If you're a billionaire,
no,
bro,
but think about the amount of times he's prepared for all of them, though. Like he's gotten cases on We put some shit out like this, he'll put some cases out on us.
Exactly. But the thing is though, bro. It's just weird.
He probably got cases out on half the people on Twitter who talk shit about him.
Look, the thing is, it's where you put your money, though, right? He might not have more money than Jerry Jones, but just that he put his money to work in those areas.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's got more money than the previous two owners in the NBA who've gotten forced out because we haven't seen it in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Now, what if Dan Snyder is literally
or he was just more prepared? That's what I'm saying. He's just
exactly
so more prepared.
It's a combination of both, maybe.
Yeah, he just because all these guys,
because he's honestly done the most fucked up of the three.
Yeah,
compared to the other two, you can combine what they did.
He did all that
pretty much.
He did all
that. He did all
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, it's almost the same thing. You're soliciting sex. You're soliciting sex.
It's almost the same thing.
No, it's like you literally combine what those two did, and that's what Dan Snyder did, plus some financial fuckery, and you still can't get him out.
Because he got the answers.
Draft picks up too.
Yep. He probably been selling those. Who knows? He probably been selling the picks to people. Who knows, bro? Ray, I feel
Dan told Dan told the coach, put RG3 back on the field.
I love RG3.
I was at that game. Don't remind me. I watched that. There was a man next to me though that was prepared for that moment because he had a whole bottle of Grey Goose in his trench coat. We were in the nosebleeds. My man pulled it over like it was coming to America. Hey, my man, you want some goose? I'm like, where did you sneak this concoction into the stadium? That thing's as big as my whole forearm. Wow.
He did time in the penitentiary.
Jets, Giants, is New York football.
He's been a lifelong Commanders fan. So
what do you mean,
for
bro?
The moment.
Why are we talking about these bum ass teams?
What do you mean?
These bum ass teams. Now the Jets are looking legit. I'm not gonna lie, they watched.
Same with the Giants. Giants had a comeback win today, but the Jets. So we need to talk about. There's a two-part question to this. How much bigger which was the bigger story in the Jets game? The Jets absolutely destroying them, or Green Bay looking like ass at home, and pretty much looking like ass for most of the season so far.
Green Bay. I think Green Bay.
I think this was only Zach Wilson's second game back from injury too.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. And then you get washed up by the New York Jets, and you're the Green Bay Packers, and you're Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, the Packers.
And
bro,
Aaron Rodgers coming off.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy the Packers lost.
Double up on the MVP.
You out here losing to the Jets.
I'm very happy. But my thing with football, a lot of times it's about matchups and coaching. Coaching plays a much bigger part in football than a lot of the other sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like a major part. So
why you pay that coach?
Yeah, coaching matters so much.
I think so far right now at this
paid more than NBA or NBA and other sports coaches. I feel like the highest.
I think that's hard. I think that's hard to gauge because their seasons are two different lengths. You know what I mean? You're comparing a coach who gets paid to coach 80 games a year compared to a coach who has to coach max of, if he makes it to the Super Bowl, 23, 24 games a year.
Yeah.
So I think their pay scale is a little bit different in that regard.
I mean, because I always, like Rick said, like coaching is and it's got to be the Giants and Jets coaches, bro. Because like these are basically the same teams from last year.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants' defense is like pretty nameless too, though. Like they have like nobody that anyone knows on.
Where did y'all come from?
No Pro Bowlers, but the thing is, they're all NFL players though. They're all NFL guys, so. And any day, anybody in NFL could be all-star.
These people went through combine like the rest of all the rest.
You know what I'm
of
saying?
them.
Just like everybody else. And any day, anyone in the
At
NFL
this-
could be an all-star or superstar.
At this point in time, you gotta put the Giants coach
Except for
as
Justin
coach of the
Fields.
year.
Except for Justin Fields. Justin Fields is just ass right now. Oh my god.
Garbage.
Oh my god.
Did hold on, I'll put it up in the private.
Oh my god. Justin Fields is just so ass, bro. I'm a Bears fan. God damn. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Yo, so we got a few more subjects for tonight, man. We're gonna wrap this up. Is using the strike pack cheating? If you're using a strike pack for the PS5 or the PS4, is that cheating?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
But
Big time.
No.
yeah, it depends on how you're using the strike pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you do get an advantage all day, right? But they sell controllers that give you that advantage already as well, though, right? Like you can buy a pro controller. Well, the PS5 one doesn't have a pro controller out yet. There will be a PS5 pro controller eventually. You know, they already released it and everything, show like images and stuff of it, right? And it does have back paddles on it, right? But my thing is that the strike pack, it has back paddles on it. Cool, that's dope. They work. You can put buttons, you can sync buttons to the back paddle. So you can jump, you can put a heel button back there, you can crouch and shoot, you can do all type of stuff with the back buttons. It's awesome. Little paddles on the back. Ninja, do you have a strike pack somewhere?
Yes.
Some people, these folks out here on the interwebs, the strike pack. But yeah, so yeah, G. So strike pack, like it does give you an advantage. Like I don't care what anyone says, but you can also upload all type of stuff to it, and like you can like damn near you can hack the game. Like if you're playing like Call of Duty, Warzone, or someone you feel like just automatically aimed on you and hit every shot, like that's probably somebody on with a fucking strike pack. But Ninja, how do you feel about strike pack? What do you think? Oh, are you alive? Can you hear us?
Ninja, technical difficulties.
Oh, we lost him. Red, what you think about strike pack, G?
I think anything you're using to gain a tactical advantage that somebody else is not willing to buy at that point, or is not a regular device that people use, I'd be against it. I do believe it to be cheating at that point.
I think buttons on your controller, I don't think they're cheating. I do feel like the other implications that the strike pack does provide are cheating. But I think paddles are just like it's like buying cleats. Just hear me out. You can go and play football in soccer cleats, correct? If you wanted to. But that does not mean those are the right things that you should use. You go buy actual cleats and those, and then you can go buy actual cleats. So you go buy actual cleats, right, for football. But there are also cleats with longer spikes. You can get and if you know how to bend the rules, you can get your spikes extended a little bit longer. You can get them metal, you can get them plastic, depending on what turf you're on what field you're using.
Nonsense.
So with paddles,
nonsense.
With paddles, I just think it's all I'm doing is I'm adding an extra inch of cleat to my boot. I don't think it's me using paddles is a way of cheating. It's a way of me getting past me excelling what I can do.
I think the part that takes it from a nice addition to cheating is the fact that you can upload stuff to it, like configurations and stuff like that aren't naturally built in, like, or the stuff that you can add cosmetically like buttons. Like it's something internal. You're changing the software of the controller or anything of that nature, or altering code within the game by using said controller. That's for sure cheating.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
If you want
Yeah,
some
no
extra
doubt about
buttons
that.
because it helps you, because you've got big hands or something like that, or it's just more aesthetically pleasing to you, whatever it may be, go right ahead. But anything above that, software wise or
cheating,
and changing any of that,
get them out of here, ban them forever.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap up on this topic right here. But UFC 280 predictions.
Woo! This is gonna be
this gonna be heat. This is gonna be some heat. This is gonna be some heat. It's gonna be a heat card right here, man.
For
fire
people
right
who do
here.
not know what UFC 280, who the headliner is, it is Charles Oliveira. Y'all say his last name. How you say that last name?
Makhachev. Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, so Charles Oliveira.
And then you've also got the fight. The other title fight on that card is going to be Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. And then you've got Peter Yan against Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley. Mm-hmm. I hope Peter Yan kick his face in.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Oh,
I want to see Sugar. I've been like, have you seen? Do you follow him
let's keep going.
YouTube
Let's keep
at all?
going. No, let's keep going. Yes, I do. But let's keep going.
I do not know who the last two, the lightweight.
I do, bro. Dariush is a beast.
Oh yeah, Dariush and Gamrot.
Dariush. Yeah. So the lightweight bout is Benelli Dariush versus Matisus Gamrot, and then the women's flyweight is Caitlin Chukagayan versus Manon Firut. So I'm not gonna lie. In the lightweight fight, the main event, with Charlie Olives in Islam, I am going for Charlie Olives. I think Charles Oliveira is just, people are just dogging him and underrating him. I'm going for Charlie Olives, man. Islam, I know he's Khabib's nephew or a cousin or some stuff like that. But like, I'm not an Islam Makhachev fan. Charlie Olives proves himself over and over and over again. And then they stole his belt last time with that whole weight thing. Trash, straight hot garbage. All right, straight hot garbage. All right. And then I'm moving forward. And then on here, we'll go to the bantamweight, right? So bantamweight, we got Aljo versus TJ Dillashaw. Okay. So
Dillashaw.
I'm going to Dillashaw. PILL. TJ Dillashaw. Okay. So I'm going for Aljo. I was never a big Aljo fan or none of that stuff, but I was never a big Aljo fan, but you know, I'm not a fan of TJ Dillashaw. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, TJ Dillashaw is a cheater. I don't support cheaters. He might win. I don't know, because he is a very, very great athlete, but he's probably still cheating. So, yeah, I want Aljo to choke him out. Bantamweight, we got Petr Yan versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. I got Petr Yan. This is Sean O'Malley's. This is his toughest competition he's ever faced. You know what I'm saying? This is his big test to actually see if he is what everyone says he is. Right? If Sugar Sean loses this fight, then we're gonna see he's human. If he wins, he's gonna keep on rising. If he wins, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I want him to lose though, because he just annoys the hell out of me. And then we got the Caitlin, the female fight, the women's flyweight. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about these fighters too much. Manon and Caitlin. I'm just going to choose off the cuff here, and I'm going to go for Manon. No, I'm going for Caitlin. Caitlin's 18-4. Manon's 9-1. I'm going to go for Caitlin. But Manon could be a good pick because she's 9-1 for a reason in the UFC. Who knows? Those are my picks. You guys let me know what you guys got.
You go ahead, Red. Take it.
All right, I'll start from the bottom, working the way to the top. So it's a women's flyweight. I'm probably going to side with Rig here and take Caitlin. I also just noticed that she's got a 3-inch reach advantage, which could play a big part as well. Maybe he's got a little bit more experience being 18-4 compared to the 9-1 record of the competitor. Dairushin Gamrot, that's a tough one. That's kind of a toss-up to me. I don't know that I've actually seen either one fight recently. Probably seen them before on a previous card, but I can't remember when.
We've seen Darius.
That one, I was gonna say I just can't remember when. I'm probably going to ride with Dariush with this one. Tell you why, I have no clue, but just seems right. And then for the 3 big ones, Sugar Show is going to put Peter to sleep. Sugar Show. And then I don't know on the Sterling Pillishaw, but I can't say that I think man who uses steroids is going to win. That's just I can't vouch for cheaters, so Aljo it is.
So.
He's nice, but Aljo. Let's go. And so my 3 are going to be. I told Ninja about this earlier. We're going to have a knockout, which is going to be Sugar Show over Pewter.
Okay.
We're going to have a decision, which is going to be the Aljo.
I can see that. You can wrestle for decision. Okay.
And we're going to have a submission in the Ali Islam fight. And we already know who's submitting who.
It's going to be Charlie Olives.
The UFC's submission master. So
come on, it's going to be Charlie Olives.
I'm
thinking Charlie Olives going to upset the world. He's going to upset the world with his Islam.
All right. So, I'll copy you, Ray, and go from the bottom. Just because y'all say Caitlin, I'm going Manning.
Okay.
He's going the other way.
I'm going Manning. Manning might come out 9-1. She hungry. She got to eat.
You got a good point though, bro. She's 9-1 in the UFC though. You know what I'm saying? Like
she want to eat.
She's the favorite. She is the favorite too.
So,
okay.
I don't know about this other fight. This
the Dairush one.
Yeah. I'm gonna lean with y'all. Y'all look like y'all like this guy.
Darius. I like Darius.
I'm gonna go with you, Ray.
I like Darius.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with you. He looked like he got dog in him.
I mean, he do though.
Yeah,
he looked like he got dog in him.
He do though.
Peter Yan versus Sean O'Malley. You already know Sean O'Malley coming out there.
God, dog.
Sugar Show, Slump City.
So,
I don't know, man.
Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw. Aljo. He got something to prove.
He does so.
He's got something to prove because, that knockout was dope. But he was getting his ass beat.
No. You talking about somebody else? Aljo.
Oh no.
Aljo is the guy who got kneed in the face by Piotr Yan and got the belt.
He had the illegal strike and got the belt.
Yeah.
And then he came back and he outpointed him.
No, you think about Rocky. You think about Leon Edwards.
I'm thinking about Leon Edwards.
No, Aljo.
So,
Aljo the one who got kneed illegally, won the belt, and then he came back and he just beat Piotr Yan by grappling him.
We watched that fight. We watched that fight.
Yes. And now he's fighting
I'm
TJ
still
Dillashaw.
going with Aljo.
Okay.
Wrong, and the chat's going to be like, yo, you don't even know what he's talking about. But now that I remember of the Peter Yan Aljo fight, yes, Aljo, hands down. Charles Oliveira, Islam, I think that's going to be a really great fight. And I'm going Charles because I think he should have got he should be the champ. I mean, in my heart, he's the champ, but because how Vegas says, and he's not. And so I think he's gonna make sure he reclaims that. He's gonna grab that. Islam might have to. It might be a Islam Oliveira too, but Oliveira's taking this one. And we said submission, chokeout, knockout, right? I mean,
submission,
chokeout, knockout, right?
Yeah.
Submission, decision, knockout.
My submission, I'm about to fuck you up. It's gonna be Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley. That's the submission.
Hell no.
Oh, because we got the black belt and O'Malley. I see where you go with this one. I see where you flipping it on me. I see you.
Sean O'Malley's with the submission. Aljo TJ is going to the decision. Charles Oliveira, that's a knockout, baby. Charles is knocking that man out. That man Islam don't got hands like that.
He don't got hands like that.
He don't got hands like that.
He's been knocked out.
And that's what I'm saying. He's been
knocked out.
That.
He's been knocked out before. He has been knocked out.
All
right. So if we're gonna go that route, I didn't choose mine.
Yes, I want to
my
know.
Knockout, my decision, my submission. My submission, I'm gonna go with Charlie Olives and Islam Makhachev. But that knockout's a really good call with that though, Ninja. I'm not gonna lie. That knockout's a really good call. My decision is definitely gonna go with the Aljo TJ Dillashaw fight. Aljo's definitely gonna take him to the ground and hold him down and try to beat him up for sure. And then my knockout actually is going to go to the Peter Yan. Peter Yan gonna knock out Sean O'Malley. He's gonna knock those rainbows. He gonna knock rings out that boy like Sonic. He's gonna knock stars out that boy. He's gonna hit that mug so hard with the power. Ain't this the Russian flag? with the strength of Russia, he gonna hit that man. Putin already gave that man an extra 100,000 just to hit Sean O'Malley with the power of Russia. And then after he hit him, he gonna talk about Ukraine. I can't wait for Piotr Yan to come out there playing the Russian national anthem on the UFC. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. The sugar show. Man,
I can't wait.
Get this man out of here, man.
Saturday's gonna be such an exciting day.
God.
Really it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be
Speaking
fire.
of which, next week we're gonna be doing a live podcast during the UFC 280 card, watching, reacting, talking shit, doing our thing.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So yes, man, check us out, man. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're gonna wrap it up, man. We've been out here for about an hour and a half. It's phenomenal, but we still got jobs and shit like that. So until we start getting sponsors and someone can start paying us to do this full time, we got to go. So thank you guys. Love you guys. Subscribe though and share us.
Subscribe. Helps out.
Subscribe.